Lord of the Ring, many songs have been sung and many tales told. The names of heroes like Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn the King, and Frodo the Ring-Bearer are greatly revered, and rightly so. Yet Sauron's grasp stretched much further than the lands of Gondor and Rohan alone, and his forces might have done great evil in the north of Middle-earth, had a handful of heroes not stood in his path. Their stories, too, deserve to be told. Pay heed now to one such tale, which begins here in the town of Bree.
It's 9 o'clock
just a few short days before Frodo arrived on his quest.
Aragorn.
Eredon, well met. And in company with Andriel of Rivendell and Farin of Erebor. An unlikely trio to find walking through the doors of the Prancing Pony. You were at Sarn Ford last I knew. Do you bear news from Halbarad?
Yes. Grim news.
I feared it would be so. Quickly, tell me what has happened, but keep your voices low. There are unfriendly ears, even here in Bree.
3 days passed. The guard at Sarn Ford was attacked by 9 Black Riders. We were overwhelmed, and the enemy passed into the Shire.
This is worse than I imagined. I know these riders. It is from Mordor they come. Our folk could not hope to stand against the 9 together. How bad were our losses?
Very bad. We tried to resist them, but they were surrounded by an aura of unnatural dread.
There is more you should know. After the rout, one of the Black Riders met with an ally, a man of great malice and power.
As our master commanded, I have stirred up the orcs of the mountains. Even now I have a force gathering amid the ruins of Old Fornost.
Return at once and prepare your forces. We will have need of them soon.
My orcs will be ready. These lands have known peace for too long. They will soon feel the Dark Lord's wrath.
If this Agandaur has a force at Fornost, then our position grows all the more desperate.
But why all this force against the peaceful halflings? It can't be the enemy sees them as a threat.
I will say this much. There is a hobbit of the Shire who should be coming this way with a great burden. If it falls into the hands of the enemy, it will mean doom for us all. Now this hobbit is adrift on the road with enemies all around. I must find him before they do. And I need you to help me keep him safe.
You are my chieftain. I will gladly do whatever you command.
I'm a part of this now as well.
Then we 3 are of one mind. How can we aid you?
We must reduce the threat from the enemies gathered at Fornost. Travel there and do whatever you can to keep the enemy's eye turned towards you and away from the Shire.
Perhaps we will have help in this task. Elladan and Elrohir were in the north when last I heard. Any gathering of the enemy is certain to attract their attention.
Good. You could find no better allies than the sons of Elrond half-elven.
I hope we meet. But with or without help, the enemy will be kept busy. We'll make sure of that.
I have a few questions, if I may, Aragorn.
Shh.
Here in Bree, there is no Aragorn, only Strider the Ranger.
As you wish. But what will you do now?
I will continue the search for the hobbit I spoke of. I've already scoured the road between here and the Shire, but found no trace of him. I fear he may have left the road, perhaps to escape pursuit. My hope now is that he will make his way here to Bree, the only safe haven for many miles. But if he does not appear soon, I will take to the road again in search of him. Should the enemy at Fornost join in the hunt, well, you understand just how grim our chances will become. I need you to prevent that. Go to Fornost. Take the fight to them.
We will do all we can. Farewell.
You should be on your way to Fornost.
Why do you hide behind this false name? Strider is no fitting name for one of your proud lineage.
The Dark Lord in Mordor would not be pleased to know that Isildur's heir still lives. The time is not right for Aragorn, son of Arathorn, to stand revealed to the world. For now, I am simply Strider.
Goodbye and good fortune, Strider.
What have we here? A stranger in town. A stranger's just what I'm looking for. Interested in a little harmless pastime? It's time to make some money from it.
What sort of pastime did you have in mind?
Why, nothing more than a simple game of riddles is all. I love a good game of riddles. But everyone in town has already heard all I know. I reckon I could stump you, though.
My folk enjoy riddles as well, but I have never heard of money changing hands over them.
It's simple. You stake some money and I ask you a riddle. If you give the right answer quick enough, I'll double your money. If you're wrong, the coins go to me. What do you
I am intrigued. Ask me your riddle.
First, you have to put up your money. How much do you care to wager? Remember, you stand to double it if your wits are quick enough. Done. Now remember, you'll have to answer quick. I won't give you long with real money at stake.
Yes, let me...
My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin I am quick, fat I am slow, wind is my foe. What am I? No, that's not the answer. Looks like I'm the richer. Nobody beats a Bree hobbit for spinning out a real tough riddle.
Fairly played and fairly won. Now I must be on my way. Goodbye. These people seem to have no notion of the dangers that threaten them.
Welcome to Bree. You're a stranger around here. May I ask you a few questions?
Questions? Concerning what?
We hear a lot of talk from travelers these days. Most of them speak of war and of a growing shadow in the east. The townsfolk just dismiss this, say it's far away and doesn't concern us, but I'm not so sure. You've traveled, maybe seen a few things. What's your opinion?
There is much to worry about, and the danger is not far off.
I was afraid of that. If only I could convince others. But until then, I will have to take action on my own.
What do you intend to do?
I'd like to arrange for arming the town. We'll need more than pitchforks if we're forced to defend ourselves. I tried to convince a dwarven merchant to bring us weapons, but he refused.
It seems a reasonable request. Why did he refuse?
He seems convinced there's no market for weapons in this town, and said it wouldn't be worth his time.
Perhaps I should talk to this dwarf.
It's worth a try. His name is Groff. He's selling his wares from a market stall down the street. You might still find him there.
I shall speak with him and return with his answer.
So, what brings an elf to my shop? Surely you don't need old Elman to set your equipment to rights. I thought you elves could conjure up magical swords with a snap of your fingers. At least according to the stories I was told as a lad.
I shall leave you to your work.
Well now, if you don't mind my saying so, you don't look much like a Breelander. Is there something I can do for you?
I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor? What sort of favor?
These people have need of arms. Will you bring a supply of weapons for trade?
You're pulling my beard. Weapons for these folk? They wouldn't know which end of the sword to hang on to. I might as well try selling shoes to hobbits.
The days of peace and comfort may soon be past for Bree. They must be prepared should danger come upon them.
I'll not deny times are growing dark. There's trouble all around. But you'll never get these folks to believe it. Life's been too...
Not everyone is blind to the growing threat. It was one of the townsmen who sent me to ask this of you. There are others who are worried as well.
It'll take more than a few sensible folk to make it worth my time. These people are simple and peace-loving. It's plowshares they want, not swords.
They will learn quickly should trouble come their way. Surely you do not wish to leave them to...
You're right, of course. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. At least I'd have no competition. All right, I'll do it.
You have made the right choice. The Bree folk will thank you, as do I. Farewell.
As soon as I've sold a few more tools, I'll be on my...
You have made the right choice.
Did you speak with Groff? What did he say?
I was able to convince him. You will have your...
Excellent. My only concern now is the time it will take. What if we need to defend the town before the dwarf-made goods arrive? Maybe you could help me with that as well.
How so?
I can tell by your gear that you are no stranger to a fight. If you should have occasion to, well, let's say, recover any weapons you don't need, bring them to me, and I will pay you for them.
I will bear that in mind. Farewell.
Oh, you're an elf, aren't you? Sorry, You think I'd notice an elf walking into the Prancing Pony? I guess I've had my head in the clouds today.
You must pardon my saying so, but you seem troubled.
Oh no, it's no trouble. Not really. It's more like, well, I'm in love.
Surely that is a good thing. Tell me.
It's Idona Bellflower, my childhood sweetheart. I always thought we were meant for each other, but her father doesn't like my prospects. He's arranging a match with the blacksmith, Edmund Brushwood.
A father's wishes are not to be set aside like...
That's just it. I'm not sure. I always told her how much I loved her when we...
If you love her, tell her...
I want to tell her. I do. Look, this locket belonged to my mother. I want to give it to Idona as a token of my love. But the chain is broken, and Edmund the blacksmith is the only one in town who can fix it. If I take it to him, he's sure to suspect something and turn me away.
A simple matter.
Yes, that might work. Edmund would never suspect a stranger like you. There's one more thing. Idona's father keeps a careful eye on his daughter and won't give me a moment alone with her.
I will take her the...
Wonderful! Just perfect!
Very well.
And just one more thing. After you talk to her, could you come...
Certainly.
Back again?
I would like to have this locket repaired. Are you...
Let's see it. Looks like something might have been made in these parts. Maybe back in me old dad's day. Wouldn't expect one of your kind to have something like this. Where'd you come by?
Where I came by the locket is not your concern.
No need to go all cross. I was just wondering is all. Anyway, it's a simple enough job. It'll cost you a silver penny, though. There you are. Good as new.
I think... There is little in the way of art or gardens in Bree. I wonder if the towns of men are always so dismal.
Well, bless me. If it isn't an elf walking right into my shop like something from an old tale. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? I hope you have a trinket or two.
Hello, is there something I can do for you?
Rowley Appledore wishes me to present a gift.
A gift? From Rowley? But I thought that is he... I'm sorry, it's just so unexpected.
This locket, which once belonged to his mother.
Oh, it's beautiful. But I don't understand. Why is he giving me the...
He also wished me to tell you how deeply he loves you.
Rowley loves me? Still? We were so close when we were children, but I thought he had forgotten all.
No, he remembers.
But this is wonderful news. Wonderful. Rowley's...
He is awaiting your answer.
Oh, please tell him I love him, and that we will find a way to be together.
A pleasant message to bear. Farewell, I don't.
You're back! Did you speak to Idona? What did she say?
Rejoice.
Wonderful, wonderful! I can't thank you enough, my friend. But wait, hang on. Oh, I completely forgot. Edmund must have charged you something for that repair. I owe you for that and for your trouble. Here.
Thank you, and...